Overwatch is a Blizzard IP that released back on May 24th, 2016. This game was revolutionary as people assumed this was Blizzard's attempt at taking on Valve's Team Fortress 2, which both games are class-based shooters where the character that you choose has unique guns and abilities with distinctive personalities for each character you play. Overwatch on release, as I remember, it was amazing. Queuing into a game, getting a Anubis for the first time, and being amazed at the amount of things that were happening on my screen. But this video isn't about Overwatch 1, we're talking about Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2, with a PvP release on October 4th, 2022, came as a free-to-play game, which is a drastically different game from its predecessor in 2016. Overwatch 2 might feel a lot better if you originate from TF2, because this game is a bit more chaotic like TF2. Overwatch 2's new format of 5v5 takes away the second take from the original format, which means that your tank essentially needs to fill in the damage and mitigation damage that you would have originally had from having two tanks. This inherently means that you'll see more of a brawly-like gameplay, where everyone essentially has to fight and takes a little pressure off the tanks to perform perfectly as before. If even one of your tanks fell in Overwatch 1, it seemed like you'd lost the fight, but now, depending on how good and well coordinated your team is, you can survive teamfights with just a BAP hog and a soldier. This is innately better for a long term in my opinion. I believe the reason why Overwatch 1 felt so stale toward the end of its life cycle was because of how much shooting shields and the boredom that came with it. Shooting shield barrier to then shooting out bubble to then shooting out another bubble to then have Ryan's shield barrier to back up. This loop of gameplay isn't fun for new players, and its fade from relevancy back in 2019 to 2021 showed it. So it's a free-to-play game with new and engaging gameplay format for new players to be shocked and awed with. There can't possibly be any downsides to that. As we roll into our first event with Overwatch 2, we are met with the Halloween update. And it seems like they added a new co-op mode called Junkenstein's Wrath of the Bride, which not only gives us a completely new story to the scary story that we're told each year by Ryan, but we sort of get a sneak peek at what we can expect from the PvE mode coming out next year. With this event, we are shown a very, very blatant problem though, that new players might not see right away, but old players noticed almost immediately, and that being skins. Back in Overwatch 1, skins were pretty much free. You can grind every skin in the game if you played enough and during events. You could just play and get the skin. It was kind of like if you won... No, you didn't even need to play. You could literally just complete games and get skins. It was like this weird event thing that they did from time to time in Overwatch 1. But now, if you wanted to get the new Kiriko skin, it's going to cost you $25 for now since it's on sale. It's actually going to be somewhat around $30. This should be a blaring problem for older players, as this is a direct sign to them knowing it's more profitable to have this and a battle pass as their main source of monetary gain. This wouldn't have been such a blow to the gut for older players, since most of us OG players have decked out skins for each character, and if you didn't, it was kind of your loss. But since we will get new characters, unless you want to use the default Overwatch skin, then it seems like you're going to have to cough up a few bucks for each character. Honestly, this can't fall completely on the company's ass, as us as a gaming community has shown from previous games such as Valorant and Fortnite that Battle Pass and skin shops are more profitable than a $60 game release. I won't deny Blizzard that this is the best system for making money, since they can hook in kids with a free game and then have their parents pay hundreds of dollars later on skins which would have costed pretty much how much a legendary version of this game would have costed. But I will absolutely shame them, as this shows that they are more for the idea of monetizing their game than actually making a good game. Kind of makes you wonder why PvE hasn't been released yet. All in all, the gameplay is good and refreshing, and new players are showing it by having such a high player count constantly. But seeing how they view monetary pushes in their game already, I'm expecting that once the PvE comes out, it'll release with a campaign alongside the co-op missions that they promised, but I'm assuming expansion stories will come at a price tag. This will be my more optimistic guess, and my more pessimistic guess will be sometime around the release of the PvE mode. They'll scrap the whole idea of buying PvE as if it's a release title, and offer up something more like a monthly subscription-based pay. Something similar to WoW, since they seem to be having a lot of co-op play way after the PvE mode releases. I'll make another review of the PvE mode when it releases, but for now, yeah, see you.